A little boy climbed an apple tree. He stole an apple, then two, then three. And when he started to climb back down, he slipped and he landed on the ground. Up jumped the devil, up jumped the devil. And every time he turned around, up jumped the devil in the white nightgown.
All right, we are following the breaking news out of the Middle East right now, in which the Israeli defense minister has alerted the nation to a set of what he called preemptive strikes against Iran.
Good evening, America and the rest of the world. Xander J. Hobson here, comedian, director and producer of boxing documentaries, troll to those who need trolling, and for the sake of this video, war correspondent. This here is another episode of Hell for Loving News, brought to you by the Brilliant Artist Movement. Folks, do me a favor because I'm trying to grow the platform. Subscribe, like this video, share it, and by all means leave a comment in the comment section because I enjoy checking out the feedback from these videos that I make, as well as exchanging opinions and points of views with you all.
There have been no explosions outside of Tehran, according to the Iranian state authorities. We do not know yet where these strikes have been, how widespread they are, what facilities they're focused on. There would be, in the eyes, I think, of the Iranian government, a big difference between military strikes like those we've seen from Israel over the past 6 months in this escalating exchange of warfare with Israel and Iran.
So anyway, folks, you heard it. Israel has initiated preemptive airstrikes against Iran. The airstrikes are against what Israel believes is Iran's nuclear capabilities. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not good because the United States is Israel's chief ally. And the United States was in the process of brokering a peace deal between Israel and Iran in regards to Iran's nuclear capabilities. Let's see what these folks who are a little bit more informed than I am are talking about. And I'll get right back to you.
Targeting the nuclear program with a strike has long been something the Israeli government has been dead set on and often been at odds with American administrations, including the Obama administration and the Biden administration. So I want to bring in now Senator Elizabeth Warren, who is a Democrat of Massachusetts. And Senator, I know you probably don't know any more details than we do, but I want to get your reaction to the idea that the Israelis just launched a preemptive strike on Iran.
Right. This is deeply disturbing. And look, I don't agree often with the Trump administration, but I think here it is important to say we need more negotiation, we need de-escalation, we need to get to a deal. This has the possibility of spinning entirely out of control. So we need to get these parties back to a negotiating table. We need the administration in there helping try to negotiate something among them. This is truly a dangerous situation.
I have to say, this morning I had stupidly and foolishly expressed confidence that this strike wouldn't happen today or tomorrow, because the president's envoy, Steve Witkoff, is headed to Oman, the region, for diplomatic talks this Sunday. I mean, this strikes me as a pretty shocking thing, given that context, for our ally Israel to do with the president's envoy headed to the region for diplomacy.
Right. You could not find a way for Benjamin Netanyahu to more aggressively say to Donald Trump, to the Trump administration, but to the people of the United States of America, I just don't care about you. I don't care that you are an ally. He wants to get out there and do what he wants to do. And he's just going to do it. Even, as you rightly say, even with the envoy for negotiation already in the air and coming. He didn't even call and say, send the guy back. Don't send him here because I have other plans. So this is a way not only for Netanyahu to take on Iran, it's a way for Netanyahu to say to the whole rest of the world that this is not about alliances, this is not about de-escalation, this is about Netanyahu doing what Netanyahu wants to do. And ultimately, not only does that put the entire world at risk, it certainly puts the people of Israel at risk as well.
Wow. With friends like President Benjamin Netanyahu, or BiBi, for the sake of this conversation, who needs enemies? He totally betrayed his American allies and attacked Iran even when they had a peace deal brokered. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if they have impeachments over there in Israel, but this guy, he's basically a troublemaker. And when I think about the relationship between Israel and the United States, I think about the relationship between an elder brother and a younger brother. And we all know how it goes. You know, everybody knows that family where you have a really tough big brother and you have a little brother who tries to cash in on the toughness of his big brother. And the scenario is people aren't afraid of the little brother because the little brother is so tough. People are afraid of the little brother because of his big brother. And that's the case with the United States. And the United States has made it clear to Israel time and time again that, hey, listen, man, we're not trying to go to war with Iran, so knock it off. But the United States is clearly giving Israel some sort of support, because if the United States was to totally step back and say, listen, you on your own, Israel would have to rethink that, because the fact of the matter is Israel could not exist in the Middle East without the support of the United States. And for Israel to undermine the United States while the United States is saying, hey, we don't want a war with these guys, let's broker a peace deal, that's just not cool. So I don't know how the United States is going to handle this matter. I know how I would handle this matter if I had an ungrateful little brother or ungrateful relative. I would have to step back and say, hey, you got to handle this on your own. But we all know in the big scheme of things, the United States is not going to do that. So only thing we could do is stand back and watch and see what happens. And hopefully the United States doesn't let Israel drag us into another war. So, you know, listen, I'm going to keep on following this matter. I'll keep you updated. And with that said, Xander J. Hobson, war correspondent, out.